Hello, guys. How are you? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a long, boring international break. I almost said winter break. Like, what the heck?
Maybe doing well, but definitely I'm bored to death.
Yeah, I mean, this. Anyway, for some teams, it's better
It's
that they
better, yeah.
had the
Because
international break.
because
But
it was qualifying. Some teams did qualify for Europe.
yeah, I mean,
So
the national teams play their stuff, right? But I'm
yeah,
talking about club sides who have had a break in momentum, let's
right.
say.
Yeah.
I love the international break anyway
So
because
is
Chelsea's
it? I
down
think
there.
it's happening more this year because of Euros coming up, or is it how it is every year?
I don't really know. Maybe the calendar was messed up because of the World Cup in Qatar,
Okay.
so that
And
changed a lot of
is it
things.
Champions League coming too next week?
I mean, there's Champions League next week.
So that's going to be a lot of
It's
games.
a lot of games, so I hope Arsenal will feel their will feel their second team because they have to play Champions League next week. But anyway, guys, welcome back. It's a long time coming, but it was needed. It was needful rather that we, do a preview of some super games coming up this weekend. This is week 9 of the Premier League. And it's exciting because it starts with an exciting game of the Merseysiders, which is Liverpool against Everton. This game never fails to disappoint, and the top of the pile will be Chelsea hosting Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, which I am much looking forward to because Chelsea has won 3 games on the bounce prior to this, and this man sitting here, Arsenal fan Shaquille, I am looking forward to laughing at him.
Laughing at me?
Yes, when we
Why?
beat you, because I think Chelsea will win. Something in me tells me Chelsea will win. Guys, what do you think? Anyway, if you're new to the channel,
Yes.
please
Subscribe.
subscribe, hit the like button, and
Share it on
support
your
us.
socials.
Please do so. Okay, I'll bring you a cup of coffee next time you see me on the street. Just let me know. Starbucks, Tim Hortons, if you're in Canada or whatever it is that you have wherever you are. Okay. Anyway, back to the main thing, Shaquille.
Okay, I have a question.
Is
Yeah, let's open it up.
yes.
Okay, I understand you being a Chelsea fan, and I respect that you want to win. But what are you basing your win on? Like, I understand you won your last game, but explain it to me.
Because this is
What's
a
gonna
London
happen?
derby. It's a London
Sure.
derby, and I do not fancy Arsenal winning. Even if Arsenal won the league last season and are coming to Stamford Bridge this season, with the way Chelsea has started the season, I am not expecting Arsenal to win. I am expecting Chelsea to win,
Did
and
you
that
have the
is
same feelings
why.
last year?
Not really. I did not, to be
Because
totally
we didn't record
honest.
last year.
Yeah,
Not with me.
I actually fell out of recording since Todd Bowley took over Chelsea. But with Mauricio
But Chelsea
Pochettino
was
coming
playing
in,
Champions League last year.
we played Champions League. I mean, everything was going downhill. Even though we were in the Champions League, even though we got all the way to the semi-finals of the League Cup, everything was just going downhill, and we ended up below the hill,
Yeah.
right? Just right at the foot of the hill. Luckily, we were not relegated, and but back again to it with Mauricio Pochettino coming in. He brought life into this very team,
I'm not denying that.
and
It's
I
a
think
different team for sure.
it's a different team, different approach, different coach. I mean, I would have still preferred that if, Thomas Tuchel was still a Chelsea coach, I would have still preferred that. But Bolly had some different ideas,
Yeah.
which are very American rubbish ideas. Sorry, American fans, but that's what I think about American owners owning Premier League or European teams.
I mean, the influence has gotten less, but still there is.
Yes, definitely. Again, you still see his handprint all over the team. However, because of the win that we've had over the past, before the international break where we won 3 games on the bounce, I am looking forward
Me
to,
too.
excuse me, 3, not Premier League, all
All right,
competitions.
mixed, yes.
I know we're too bad. We're not known for winning anymore. Goodness.
No,
Anyway,
Chelsea did struggle. I'm not gonna say that. Chelsea had a rough start this season as well.
yeah, we lost to some
They were
rubbish teams.
criticized.
No offense to those teams, but we shouldn't lose to some of the teams that we
Yes.
lost to on paper, but on the
Did
field.
you lose against Luton Town or was it a draw?
Oh,
It was a
goodness.
draw.
If we lose to Luton
It was
Town,
a draw.
no, we beat Luton Town. That
We
was our
beat-
first
okay, you
win.
beat.
We lost to West Ham. We lost to Nottingham Forest.
No, what was the game before this last game? Before Burnley, I think it was Fulham. Was
Yes,
it?
we beat Fulham 1-0.
Yes.
Yes, we beat Fulham 1-0. So, anyway, before we come to the Chelsea Arsenal, which we're going to look into in some depth, let's look at Liverpool and Everton.
Mm-hmm.
Everton is not having the best of season so far.
Liverpool, Everton, do you remember we talked about Everton might be relegated?
Yes,
And they still are really, really poor.
they are still really, really poor, and But the funny thing about local derbies is that even if that team is playing really, really bad against other teams, once they play against their local rivals, they play a lot more differently, and
It's more than 100 years of history behind it.
Exactly.
That's what they're playing for.
That's
not
basically,
like a regular game. Yeah.
And Everton and Liverpool has not always been fun. I mean, Van Dijk will be ruining. So I think he will be having nightmares about this game, because I remember
Everton
last
did
time.
have one game when they scored 4 goals? What was that game?
I can't remember Everton beating Liverpool that much.
No, not.
recently.
I'm saying this season they had one game.
Oh yeah,
where they
I think I was against Brentford.
surprised them.
Yeah, they surprised everyone,
4-1.
and they also
I think it was
surprised
4-1.
themselves.
themselves. So yeah, I mean, it's a derby game and it's a very historical derby. It's not. It's. I think the stakes are very high here.
The stakes are very high. The
I think
pride
it's
of
the
the
same as,
clubs
like,
are very high.
Newcastle versus Sunderland. This
Yes.
is one of like that.
Exactly.
So
it's going to be an interesting one. But who do you think is coming out on top with this? Liverpool or Everton? Liverpool have been playing well.
I think there's a broader question here. Do you think Liverpool has the guts to come on top?
I think they do have
But
what
they
it
had
takes.
last few games just because of rubbish red cards.
Red cards and poor VAR
They're
decisions.
playing better this season.
They are
though.
playing better. They are doing much more better.
Yes.
And but I just don't know what will happen in this game, because it's just it's always a different game
a
between
different game,
these two
yeah.
teams. I mean, besides every other local derby in England, the Liverpool and Everton game is the most. I think it's very feisty.
Yes.
It's very, very feisty. The fans
Tottenham
get
Arsenal is also
involved.
feisty, but I think this is all.
I think this one supersedes
Even
any
more
other derby,
feisty.
any other local derby.
Right.
Do you remember Van Dijk picking up a very nasty injury
Yeah.
in one of these games? I think that was 2 seasons ago, and I'm sure he will be like, Jordan Pickford was the one who gave him that injury,
did he?
and he's still in the team. So he will be ruining. I mean, like, I don't know what his mental state will be, but I think Liverpool.
You think Liverpool?
I think Liverpool might nick in a win here, and yeah, Everton is not doing well so far.
Does Liverpool have all the players? So yeah, Nunez scored in the international break. I don't think they have any player injured, like any major player injured. So they're gonna
Yeah, I don't think there's any
red cards.
injuries here. There
Was
are
there a
no
red card
injuries.
last game? I think-
For Liverpool, I think all their red cards are coming back.
Yeah, they're coming
so
back. So they're gonna play with full squad, which
Yeah.
which is strong.
it is going to be an interesting one, because again, I mean, Liverpool has the upper hand in terms of who has been winning so far. 62 games between both. 27 wins for Liverpool and 10 wins for Everton. 25 draws, 16 home wins for Liverpool, 7 home wins for Everton, 11 away wins for Liverpool, 3 away wins for Everton. So it's always on Liverpool's favor, because Liverpool has always been the bigger team. So it's going to be interesting. However, I think with the way Liverpool ended prior to the international window, I think they ended with a win. I think
did.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I have no idea when Arsenal has won since 2010.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
I'm-
follow your club.
I am saying that I watched Arsenal religiously in 2006 up until 2008 and 9, and then I on and off, but I never changed to a club to like, hey, I'm gonna start.
One good thing about, I think this game is gonna be interesting because we've lost to Arsenal in the past 3 meetings. Previous results, you guys banged us 3-1, and
Okay,
then
let
we
me
lost
ask you a very
1-0,
straightforward question.
and then
You saw what
2-4.
happened with City. They couldn't beat the defense line. How do you think Chelsea can beat it? What's they gonna do different?
What we're going to do different to beat Arsenal?
No,
To beat the Arsenal
I'm
defense
saying
line?
Arsenal versus Man City last game.
Yeah.
City struggled to get into the box, and
No, when
especially Haaland.
City did not take the chances that they created. Don't tell me City didn't create any chance.
They didn't
They didn't create any chance.
in the first 25 minutes, and then
I
they
know in
stopped.
the entire game. With the game is 90 minutes, not 25
Even
minutes.
Doku came in. What's his name? Doku.
Yes,
Doku, right?
Doku. Yeah, whichever
He
way you
couldn't
want to
do it.
pronounce it.
He couldn't do it. And do you think they're gonna change playing like that?
I'm not saying that they should change. I don't care if they change.
No,
but I'm glad.
I'm asking what do you think, who's gonna come in and do it?
For who? For us? For Chelsea?
Chelsea.
All the players. Sterling has been doing well.
Maybe Sterling. I can give-
Jackson is going to do well. He's going to drag the boys out. And Sterling, Fernandez as well has
I
been
can
playing
give
well.
Sterling because he has the dribbling, but Jackson, unless someone gives him like really good ball.
Yeah, we got to give him good balls. We got to give
I
him good
think-
balls.
Arsenal plays the attacking, pressing.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I mean,
So Chelsea has to do a counter attack.
we have to.
That's the only way you can score.
We will play what we know how best to do. Under Mauricio Pochettino, it's been a different ball game, right? We're not talking about last season when we were struggling.
Mm-hmm.
The past 3 games we've won, right? And that has set the momentum. I'm not sure how many of Chelsea players were on international duty. Most of Arsenal players were on international duty.
Yeah.
Now the difference is that those that are not on international duty have been going to training and training with their clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Some injuries coming back. Chris James, hopefully he's fit for that game. If he's fit, he should play. And if he plays, it's gonna be a different one for anyone playing from the left for Arsenal.
Who's
And
on the
by
left
way,
wing for Chelsea playing? Sorry, left back. Is Chilwell or
it will be Levi Colwill.
because that's the position that's going to get a lot of stress.
Yeah, but we have a firm and I would
Chilwell?
I don't think it's Chilwell. Chilwell is out injured. He's on a
What
long-term
about
injury.
Chalobah?
Not even Chalobah. We have Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill is a young Chelsea graduate, academy graduate. He played for Brighton last season on loan, and this season he's playing for Chelsea. Back to his parent club. He is I can really trust his work
What about
as a
Bora?
left
Is he playing?
as the left back. Broja is gonna either he will come in. I think he will come in from the bench as a striker. But
But didn't he get injured last game? No, I don't think so.
I don't
But he
think so.
was subbed. He was subbed.
Yeah, he was subbed. But again, he has to take it gradually in coming back fully to full 90 minutes game because he's coming back from injuries. But what I'm trying to say is that looking at the Chelsea lineup or the Chelsea squad at the moment, I wouldn't say that okay, we have Robert Sanchez who has kept the most number of clean sheets so far this season. And then we have
That's actually a really big point plus for Chelsea. Great keeper.
Yes.
Because I think he has the best stats so far. Yeah.
Yes. So that's someone to trust. I just hope that we are able to match, because in the center, if Arsenal attacks through the middle, it might. I don't know how Thiago Silva is going to handle that. Especially if there any mistake made in the center is going to cost us heavily because Arsenal has very strong, quick forward players Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Trossard. They are very, very quick. They are very skillful. They can punish Chelsea for any mistake at the back. But even at that, I'm not thinking you guys will win.
Sure.
So
no, I respect you want to win. I'm not denying that. But yeah, based on we need to have a conversation. How they're gonna do it. I think Arsenal will the challenge for Arsenal is keeper. Sanchez is a good keeper. They might be able to come in the box, but in order to because his reflexes are really, really good.
Yeah.
He has saved like near impossible goals. And when keeper does save your goals, it also hits it hits on your morale because you're like, hey, why is it not happening? I'm doing my best and this and that. So yeah, Arsenal has to be mindful of that. Has Pochettino played against Arteta before?
I believe so. I mean,
Pochettino was at Arsenal, right? Sorry, Tottenham.
Was at Tottenham, but I don't think he was there when Arteta became the head coach or the coach for Arsenal. By then, I think Pochettino was already in PSG. I think so. So whosoever is there, I'm not ready to believe that Arsenal will get a point in Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. So that's my strong, feeling. I have a feeling that we'll get something out of the game, and that will be 3 points. Anything less than 3 points will be a disaster for Chelsea. Just to keep it at that. Anything less than 3 points, because it can be that with all that we've spent and all that we have done so far, that we cannot beat big boys. The worst thing that can happen will be a draw, but Chelsea cannot lose to Arsenal. No way. We need to play the same game that we gave to Liverpool in the first game of the season, or even something higher, because Arsenal will come out wanting to win, because they want to overtake Tottenham on top. But again, Tottenham is playing Fulham and they're at home, so it makes the job easier for Tottenham to beat Fulham and still keep their first place. But for Arsenal, we need to down them so that they can go down a little bit closer to us in the table, and yeah, we hope to climb up that table by Christmas. But what's your prediction?
My prediction, I think it will be 2-1. Arsenal winning.
This conversation is over. Guys,
what is your prediction?
Please feel free to log out. Chelsea will win 2-0.
2-0.
Am I confident we're going to keep a clean sheet?
Okay. A good measurement is to how did Arsenal play against Brighton, because Sanchez was, I'm not comparing the team, but they had to beat him. I think it wasn't easy against Brighton last season for Arsenal. I think it was draws. Both of them, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure.
I can't really go back into that stat, but this is a fresh squad. I am looking forward to us beating Arsenal. The worst thing that will happen will be a 1-1 draw, which I don't want it to happen. We've had enough of the draws. What I want us to do, we've even had 0-0 this season. That's not even good. And that was against Bournemouth. What's rubbish football we played that day. Anyway, I think Arsenal is going to fall at the bridge, and that will be Chelsea beating them realistically 3-1.
But realistically, this is the biggest test for Chelsea so far in the season.
Liverpool was our biggest test.
What happened? Was it a draw?
It was a 1-1 draw. I don't think Arsenal is a better club than Liverpool, regardless of Arsenal.
You have to remember, Arsenal just won against City, and they
beat City.
Their like confidence is gonna be like so
yes,
high.
But that's why I like the international break, because
still, they just.
And maybe Saka might not even be playing.
That's the thing. I don't know if he's gonna play, but if he plays, it changes everything a lot.
Yeah, it could make a lot of difference. He's a
Because against City,
he's a fantastic player.
Saka changed his game differently.
But he didn't play against City, did
No,
he?
he didn't.
Play against
No.
City. So maybe he might even have recovered.
Jesus played in his place on the right side.
Well, anyway, I am looking forward to a Chelsea win. You said 2-1 for Arsenal. I'm saying 3-1 for Chelsea. Jackson will score, Sterling will score, and maybe Fernandes will score. And
against Burnley, I think if I remember correctly, I did watch the highlights. The first goal was
4-0.
Yeah, the first goal took time, but then after first it just came in.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you see a different? Is it a change, Chelsea? And one more thing, Modric scored in the international break, so his confidence is going to be high, and he has scored in the last game.
Yeah.
Was it in the last game?
Yes, he scored in the last game.
Goal.
Yes.
So it's a different Modric.
I don't want to put a lot of responsibility on Modric, honestly speaking, because he has not yet settled. So the responsibilities will fall to Sterling. It will fall to Jackson leading the line. I wish Nkunku is back, but not yet. So I think it will fall on those two players, not on Modric. I'm not expecting a lot from Modric, honestly speaking, since he joined Chelsea.
No.
He's not a player that I know people have talked a lot about him, but I'm not expecting a lot. He cannot carry the weight of leading Chelsea's front line. Sterling is trying to do that. Anytime he's on the ball, he's trying to make a difference, trying to create, trying to score goals, which he did against Burnley. He scored, he created. But for Modric, no. Once I don't see him being in Chelsea for longer, or maybe carrying the weight of being a Chelsea player. It doesn't. So
he plays more for number 10, right?
No, he plays on the left wing. He plays on the left wing. Yeah.
More like the way
11,
Mbappe plays.
Yeah, on the 11 on the left. However, that's where Sterling plays. So sometimes he will not start the game against Arsenal. I don't think so. Someone else has to be there. But yeah, we'll see. Now let's see. A combined Arsenal-Chelsea 11.
Oh, you want to do that? Of course, the keeper definitely Sanchez.
Sanchez is the keeper.
Yeah.
Let's look at the squads here. The centre backs.
Centre backs. Of course, Saliba.
Okay.
I'll go with the expensive boy from Chelsea. What's his name? Caicedo
is going to play in the midfield.
Is he not centre back?
No, not at all. What's football are you watching? American football or football?
I thought he was centre back.
No way.
Chelsea got.
No. He's a holding midfielder.
Okay.
He's a central defensive midfielder, but not a centre back. Yes, just like that. So you have Saliba as your centre back. Who else do you have?
Well, there is. Are you talking about centre back?
Yeah.
The other guy, Gabriel. Number 6. That's it. Centre back.
Look at the squad down there. So you have Sanchez, Chelsea in goal, Saliba and Gabriel as the centre backs. Right back,
Ben White.
Left
back Arsenal has Zinchenko, but that's it. I
think Zinchenko is your weakest link in the defense. But anyway, choose your left back.
From Arsenal?
You're combined. Yeah.
I'll go left back. I'll go with Chelsea.
Who
is playing right now? Colwell?
Yeah, Colwell has been there.
Yeah.
Okay. Middle?
Middle, I'll go with Rice, definitely.
Yeah. What about beans? You go
Beans?
with rice, I go with beans.
Good joke. What about vegetables? Well, beans is a vegetable. Rice and who else? I can pick Thomas Partey, but
You were just singing about Thomas Partey. You
Yeah.
can't even put him in the
well, I'm
combined
not sure if
11.
he's gonna start, but I will pick
Okay.
him.
Just put your combined 11.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Thomas Partey and one more in the center. We'll go. Where are midfielders? These are defenders. I'll go with Enzo.
Enzo. Okay.
Yes. And now the front three.
From the front three, yes.
I'll go Raheem Sterling, Saka, and Martinelli.
Martinelli. Sweet.
And Nketiah, no. Nketiah has been struggling.
Yeah.
Even he's struggling more than Jesus now.
Yeah, you guys should start him though.
Who?
Nketiah.
He gets chances though, but he couldn't finish. He was in the box, but I think he's not physical. So if the center backs are physical, he struggles.
Yeah. Anyway, my combined 11 will be Robert in goal, Robert Sanchez in goal. The right back, I'm putting Reece James as the right back, not Ben White.
But is he playing?
I think he's back in full team training, so looking forward to him starting. William Saliba and Gabriel. Actually, I'm going to take William Saliba and I will take Axel Disasi.
Center back?
Yeah, the center back from France, from Monaco. And then for the left back, I'm going to go with Levi Colwill.
Okay.
And for the midfield, I'm going to go with Enzo Fernandez.
Colville is French?
Colwill is English. I'll go with Enzo Fernandez, Declan Rice, and
What about Kai?
Moises Caicedo.
Quiet your boy.
No, that's your boy now. That's your
Caicedo?
man. Caicedo will be there. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and Declan Rice. And for the attacking, I'll take Sterling. I'll take Gabriel Jesus, and I will take Saka. Just the same you had.
Why did you pick Jesus?
Because I like the way he plays. That doesn't mean that he's going to that I want Arsenal to win. I'm just giving a combined
Last season,
11.
at the start of the season, he was good, but
He was good, but I think the injury affected him definitely. So once injury comes, it affects the confidence of the player as well. It affects every aspect of the player because sometimes you don't even know what the player is thinking. Maybe if I have to switch, I might choose Martinelli ahead of Jesus at this point because of his goal against City. But Sterling, Saka, and Martinelli. That's what I'll go for.
we missed Conor Gallagher though.
Did you choose him? I did not choose him.
But we just wanted to have a conversation. I think he's a good player.
He's a good player. He's a good player. He plays with his heart, and he defends the badge. He's been a Chelsea player since he was a kid, so he's an academy graduate, and that's why I like academy graduating teams because they understand the culture of the team. So that's one of the things I like about him. But I will not pick him ahead of Enzo or Moises Caicedo and Declan Rice. By the way, Declan Rice was a former Chelsea player in the academy, and he was let go at the age of 14, and then he went to West Ham, and from West Ham,
since then he has been at
West Ham, and all now he's.
I think Declan Rice also played the international game.
He played for England. Anyway, so final thoughts. Chelsea winning?
No. I haven't seen that thing in them so far.
Yeah.
I'm not against Chelsea.
Don't worry, we'll bring it on Saturday.
They can bring it.
We'll bring it on Saturday.
I'm willing to say.
I know what you mean. But yeah, we have tried to work it out, and I think that
if there's energy, that thing, the threat, yes, Chelsea can win.
Yeah. Anyway, we're looking forward to that. And for the rest of the games, what do we have? Can you see what we have there as we come to wrap up this episode of preview for the weekend?
Aston Villa, West Ham.
Yes, Aston Villa West Ham is another big game. I think there will be lots of goals in this game because of Aston Villa's way of playing. They will have more possession of the ball. West Ham is going to try to do their normal sit back and counter attack. I think so. Although West Ham have better players now instead of just sitting back, but I do not. I haven't seen. I think they've fallen off after a couple of good results. However, I think they had a very one of their new signings from Ajax, Mohamed Kudus, scored
Yes.
in his last game. Yeah. So I hope that they can bring something to Aston Villa. If not, Aston Villa is already around. They are fifth on the table, and they might just be taking someone's spot. Last game of the weekend is on Monday, Spurs Fulham.
There's no way
It's a London derby too.
Fulham does not have. They lost Mitrovic and they're struggling.
Yes, since Mitrovic left,
They
have been.
Although they did
struggling.
win 1 or 2 games at the
They are not bad on the table based on the status of the club, but I think
They're Rory Jennings. He did an episode. He thinks Fulham might be relegated this season.
really,
Yeah.
I don't think Fulham will be relegated. Sheffield is there, and Everton is there.
I think with the relegation,
Bournemouth might even be relegated, not Fulham.
Burnley will. But so far, Burnley hasn't.
Burnley, yes, we didn't even
It's still
talk about
struggling,
Burnley.
yeah.
Burnley, Sheffield, and I don't want Burnley to be relegated. I mean, because of their coach. But
Although he might be fired before this end of season.
yeah, or he might not be.
He might not be. Actually, when you bring the team from
From Championship, I mean, it's a lot of
you get
struggle.
time.
Again, when you have a lot of players loaned from Premier League clubs come to your team, right?
And then they leave.
And they leave back to their parent clubs because they do well with you when they're on loan. So when they go back to their parent club, they believe that they will be able to fight for a place in their parent club, and then they might not even get a place, but they're happy on the bench, or maybe. But again, you've already lost those players. And you have like whatever you have to fight for survival, which is what's happening at Burnley now. But I just hope that they are not relegated, but they need to start winning games or at least get draws. Try as best to get your home games, win your home games, and don't lose a lot of away games. But it's not happening for them at the moment. Luton Town is another team that might be relegated.
I think Luton Town will get it.
They will be the whipping team of the league. So Burnley, Luton, and Sheffield United. So I don't see Fulham going down, not at all.
No, I think I will switch Everton with one of them. I think Everton will be relegated.
Then it might be Burnley staying.
Because
That's
this is
depends
2 years straight that Everton has almost been relegated.
Yeah.
So
And they've never played in the lower divisions of English football.
yeah, and
But anyway, they shouldn't try it. Yeah.
And then they come back like we don't want to go back again ever.
Maybe they might take longer. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning
Before we
in.
finish,
Yes.
I wanted to discuss one thing.
Yeah, go on.
Fantasy League.
Oh goodness, that thing is driving me nuts.
What is the formula of
I don't
the way
know.
I pick players is I pick let's say if Chelsea is playing Arsenal, I think it's not a good idea to pick players from both teams.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I'm just so sentimental in my selection of players because I do go for Chelsea. That belief that Chelsea is going to win games, and or maybe I don't know. That's my problem. So I just need to be more result oriented in terms of who is going to get goals, who's going to provide assists. Or maybe pick one player from one club instead of picking 2 players or 3 players from the same club. That's one thing. That's something that I do sometimes.
Remember when Oli Watkins scored?
Yeah,
He plays for
Villa.
Villa, right? I think people who get more points, they somehow predict a high scoring match, and then they pick players from that match, and then they get a lot of points.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm gonna do.
based
I'll
on
go to Nottingham Forest game and Luton, and
It
look
might
for
be a high
and
scoring.
yeah, and look for, because Nottingham, they have a very good squad now. I'll have to go check out that squad. Tottenham again will score goals against Fulham. It's not going to be a 0-0 draw. Even if they tie the game, there'll be goals. So yeah, I may have to let go Chelsea and Arsenal players on my fantasy team.
Yeah, but I think when you pick only pick one team. Like for example, if you're picking Holland, then don't pick Matoma,
Yeah,
because if one team wins, the other team the player's not gonna get any points. Even if
exactly.
he just
Except
picked-
the squad.
except the way again, but like when you win, you get more points.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, anyway. Guys, if you have a better idea on how I can pick my fantasy team, please just put the comments down there. It will be
what's the
helpful.
formula? Let us know.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in, and enjoy all the games, and put your predictions down there as well. And I will see you in the next one. Post Chelsea Arsenal.
All right.
Enjoy the weekend. Bye for now.